Hey everyone, the Talking Dads podcast is brought to you by Little Scholars Early Learning Center. Whether your family needs infant care, a preschool program, or before and after school care, Little Scholars' highly rated Step Up to Quality programs provide quality early childhood education at an affordable price. Visit www.littlescholars.net to get in contact with an enrollment specialist and schedule a tour of any of their 5 Lake County campuses. Here's the deal. Talking Dads fans are getting a little bonus. Mention that you heard about them through our podcast, and when you tour, and you'll receive $25 off of your registration fee. Again, that's Little Scholars Early Learning Center, where children learn, play, and grow together. We are also brought to you by Pub Fredo Gastropub. Pub Fredo was voted Best Gastropub in Cleveland in 2019 by Cleveland Magazine Silver Spoon Awards. We love Pub Fredo. Their menu is chef-inspired, always pushing the limits of traditional pub fare. The other night I had a burger, I believe it was called the Pub Burger. It was incredible. Cooked perfectly. It was amazing. And you won't have a problem pairing your favorite item on the menu with their great selection of local craft beers, crafted cocktails, and of course, an amazing bourbon and whiskey selection. I went with the Bullet 10-year with my Pub Burger. All of this in a cozy, fun, come-as-you-are atmosphere. You can check them out at pubfredo.com and on Facebook and Instagram at Pubfredo Gastropub. Hey, thanks for tuning in to another episode of The Talking Dads. This week's episode is fantastic. We had a ton of fun. Tommy McCloskey came on board in studio, and we did a blind barrel proof tasting / ranking, whatever. We got a little messed up, but we had some really good conversation. Dad hacks off the rip. It was a ton of fun. Check it out. Let us know what you think, and be good.
In a world where moms continue to dominate parenting authority and a father's role is minimized in society, 2 dads take on the toughest parenting topics on a weekly basis, all while drinking bourbon. They are the Talking Dads.
What's been going on, man? Anything new?
No. Staying home.
Wait, so you haven't been doing anything crazy?
We're not home.
Tonight we are not
amazing.
home. We are not home, and you are not alone.
That's true. No, this is nice. It's Steve and I's. It's our second time back in studio at the wonderful collab.
Awesome.
And it just feels like home, but in a good way, not in a I've been stuck at home for 2.5 months type of way.
Yeah, an exciting way.
Well, that's cool, man. Your kids doing okay?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, they're good. Basically, school's over at this point. So
now, did they graduate yet, or end of year yet?
So the 28th.
28th. Okay.
Yeah. So basically, they have 3 days next week.
Okay. Yeah, that's how Gibbs was this week. He graduated.
Yeah, because there was all those
Thursday.
graduations.
Yeah.
I was everywhere I drove. There was I was trying to get home the other day, and on my street, I'm heading home, and there's cars parked on the right side, and all of a sudden I see a line of cars coming, and I'm like, I could either make a mad dash for it and try to beat them, or I'm gonna sit here and wait. It was 15 minutes. I sat
Those
there.
snaps were great. Guess I'll just
I
wait.
guess I'll just wait. The kids were loving it, but the worst part about it is these people were driving by and they have balloons all over their cars. The kids are outside of the cars waving out, and they're throwing candy to people on the side of the street. And Sam's like, "Why can't we get candy?" And I'm like, "Maybe I should get him out of the car." I'm like, "But."
Yeah, right.
And he wasn't happy. We get home. He's like, "So where's my candy?" And I'm like, "We have some in the house." He's like, "I don't want Smarties." And he just walks in the house with his head down. I'm like, "Oh,
Dad,
God."
do you think I was kidding?
Yeah. I made up for it today. I bought gummy worms, so it's fine.
Gummy worm solves all.
It does.
I have a question for you. You were asking Ian and I for a dump cart, right? And you had what, mulch?
Sand.
Oh, sand. And tell us what your solution was, because I saw it in the Snapchat.
Yes.
Instead of having to use the dump cart.
Yeah. So
doing
I almost bought a dump cart.
Yeah, I know. You talked
I
about
was
it.
looking at them. I'm like, man, I don't really want to spend $300 on this dump cart, but I really need it. And then I was like, wait a minute. I've got a 14-year-old boy upstairs. Why not use him?
Hit that button.
The ultimate dad hack.
I think that might have been the record for the quickest dad hack in Talking Dad's history.
It's like this guy was prepared, or did I set him up for it?
Oh, you definitely set it up for it.
I don't know.
You
But that-
threw it up there.
Well done.
Yeah, good job. See, and you saved money, and he learned a valuable lesson today.
Absolutely. And he didn't have to work out later on. So
Yeah, that's good. That's good for him. What? He's 14.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
I was gonna say, man. Yeah, we're all doing that, right?
that's 100% the answer.
Oh, yeah. No, it worked out great.
Yeah, and he's like, gets a little, he's out there. He's got his sleeveless shirt on. He's got his cutoff on. He's flexing.
He's getting a little tan.
Yeah, in case any chicks drive
Although
by.
I guess today wasn't tan.
No, it was not tan. I'm pretty sure it was raining one time. He sent that snap.
It actually was raining. I was like, hey, I'm like, because when they dumped it, like, I had a tarp down and the guy dumped it, but then a lot of it got stuck in there. So then when he pulled forward to like shake it out, a lot of it missed the tarp. So I'm like, all right, well, I can't cover it all up. So I'm like, dude, you need to go out there and at least get the part that he missed. And yeah, it was raining. So I'm just like, I was still working. I'm sitting at my computer, just basically like recording him.
Setting snaps to your
As you
friends.
should.
Yeah.
As
Hey,
you
man,
should.
you know what? Whatever. You earned it.
I remember my dad. I mean, I've told this on the podcast before, but I remember my dad would just get like randomly on a summer day, he would just get like, I'd see, I mean, I don't know how I always knew this is what it was, but you'd hear like a truck backing up, and all of a sudden it would be, of course, right in front of our house, and it would just be cords and cords of wood, uncut, and just dump it and be like, all right, boy, get out there. And he had me a maul. I'm like, all the time.
I think I'm gonna start doing that.
Yeah.
I think just
But here's the thing: we never used the wood.
I was gonna say we don't have a fireplace, so the kids will be like, "So what are we cutting this for?" Just get out there and cut it.
Yeah.
Just in case.
You never
know when we're gonna need it.
It's true.
So,
Yeah.
well, I mean, let's address what's going on in front of us here. Because there's a situation.
We do have a little bit of a situation here. Tommy, our wonderful friend and bourbon enthusiast, has been asking to do a blind barrel proof tasting. We've been talking about it for a while.
It's been a little while.
And so we said, hey, there's no time like the present.
Right?
That's true. Well, that thought.
So we are going to do it. We selected some barrel proofs that we had. There's a couple that didn't make the cut, so maybe we'll have to do a round 2 one of these days. But yeah, so we are doing. Tommy, why don't you go through what you pick what you were talking about, or kind of what you wanted to get out of this?
Well, I mean, like you
Besides
said,
drunk.
yeah. Well, we're definitely going to, because these are pretty heavy pours. No, I've always wanted to try to just test the palate and see if you can actually pick the different notes and see if there is a difference as far as price point and, basically just the taste overall, and just try to figure out if you actually are, if I'm as good as I think I am.
Right.
And I honestly, I feel like I'm going to guess all of these wrong.
Yeah.
I think
have
it's a
zero
safe. I was
confidence.
gonna say it's a safe bet. Like I'm on my way here, and I'm like, these two,
Yeah.
like, they might, and I'm just gonna be way off. But then I'm like, you know what? We're probably all gonna be way off. Maybe. Who knows? Maybe
Although,
we'll nail
you know
it.
what? I was editing our last bourbon review that came out. It was the Joseph Magnus, the OHL Q-Pick. And one of the lines that we picked out to highlight was, I think Steve said, oh, it kind of smells like creme brulee. And I was like, oh. And I think I said, yeah, no. And
Yeah, you did actually.
and it was like a funny line in it.
Yeah, because that's what I picked it because it was hilarious. You're like, we both laughed about it.
we both laughed about it.
But
And
what do
then-
you?
So then I was just doing some research on the company, because I always like to put a little tidbit in the distillery or whatever into the blog. And it has like official tasting notes, and its nose is creme brulee. I was like,
Nailed it.
amazing.
You nailed it.
You
It
nailed
said-
it.
Okay, wow. Yeah, see,
I almost sent it to you, and I think I meant to, but yeah.
I was making it. Yeah, like it smells like a dessert. Well, hey, all right.
So you're better than you think.
And I've watched plenty of these, and like guys that are like bourbon, aficionados,
Yeah.
they get them wrong,
Right.
all the time. And so like they'll rank, like I saw like a Pappy going up against like a Weller, which is price pointed significantly different,
Right.
And then the Weller won on some of them, so
Yeah.
it's just like
Yeah.
you never know.
You
The
never
cool
know.
thing about bourbon that we always say is everyone's palate's different.
For sure.
I like something that you might not like. Whatever, it doesn't matter. It'll be interesting to see how we rank them. Steve, I saw that you put. So what we did is we poured for each other.
Yes.
So in the absence of a neutral pourer, so we have A, B, C, and D. So we have 4 pours. I poured for Tommy. Tommy poured for Steve. Steve poured for me. So while we each have these 4, we don't know which order that they're in.
No.
And they're going to be different for each of us. Or
Possibly.
or they could be the same. We have no idea.
Right.
So
It's exciting.
yeah, I'm excited. With that being
So
said,
excited.
should we
So we just grab just start with A.
should we start with A? And Tommy, being the guest of honor, why don't you start?
Perfect. We're going to go one by one here.
Yeah, I think we go one by one. So you do A, then Steven can do A, then I'll do A.
All right. Perfect.
So
A.
while he's sniffing and nosing and mouth feeling and doing all of those great things,
Oh, there's an A on the bottom of his cup. I know what it is.
Damn it, Steve.
I actually am the one that poured it, and I don't know.
I just kind
As
of.
long as you wrote it down right.
Yeah, I
dude,
wrote
we're
it
fine.
It's written down. Yeah, it's
I wrote
folded
it
in
down.
half. So
But yeah, no, I'm excited. This should be a lot of fun and very interesting. So we did try and pick at least similar proofs.
yes. So we're the
they're all in
teens
the
and
115 to
one-
122. Now the price, I don't know. We can get into price points in a little bit here because we'll have to talk about it. So you've taken a little guzzle, taken a little sniff. What do you think?
I mean, it's good. They're all good, which is going to make this even harder.
Right.
I mean, this one's definitely got some.
Sorry, I haven't hit that in a long time.
Do it again.
Yeah, he's right.
So, I mean, they're all going to have a decent amount of burn. This one does have, I mean, it also could be that I've been drinking bourbon in about 48 hours.
Really?
Yeah.
You okay?
I didn't have any yesterday. So
Whoa,
I
dude.
wasn't feeling it. I drank some beer.
It's because you were probably thinking like I have to do yard work tomorrow.
Yeah. Well, and I knew this was coming too. I'm just like, all right.
That's what she said.
He's teeing him up tonight.
I'm going to be good at this all night.
That's what she said.
All right.
All right.
All right. So you got your
So we're gonna make
A.
a guess, or
So-
is he guessing right off the rip, or
I don't know if I
all
can
Well, he
guess yet.
Can or no? We'll guess at the end.
right,
That's
good.
what I'm
That's what I just
saying.
want to make
Guess
sure.
at
I
the
just want to make
end.
sure. Okay,
So-
so cleanse the old palate
So
there.
you is that all you have to say about A? Is I don't really know what you said.
I said it's got
Hey,
some,
it's
got some
recorded,
burn.
so that's all that matters.
Yeah, right.
So-
It's got some burn. It's got some caramel notes. I mean, there's really not much to go with it. It's like it's hard when you don't know yet. Come on.
I'm done.
Okay, so burn and caramel.
Yes.
Okay. Steve, I feel like I just looked over and you were just chugging yours.
Oh, you're not supposed to. It's not a shot. I gotta start over.
Oh man. All right, so one of the things that I wanted to say about this while you're doing your analysis
Analysis.
and analysis. So I think it's cool what we picked because we kind of got a little bit of everything. So you got the Larceny Barrel Proof, which is pretty much brand new to the bourbon scene right now. And I have not had that yet, so that's kind of cool. Steve, you got thoughts?
I do. I mean, let's just start with the drippies.
Ooh.
I mean, I could pick a bottle out of any room just from the drippies.
Goddamn right you can.
But no, it's got a good burn to it. Got a good hug. I mean, obviously these are
Right.
up there, so I get a lot of sweetness out of it though. So, but that's okay.
Okay. Okay. Oh, I see there's an A at the bottom of his glass, so.
Damn it!
Oh, damn.
Great. Scrap it. Yeah, but not that. I mean, I don't really have much to say about it. It's good. It's really good. It's definitely got a good bite to it.
This is going to be hard.
This is going to be really tough.
Very hard. And I
Especially
think,
with our refined tasting abilities. We're going to be like, oh, this is good.
yeah.
It's good.
Everyone's
I mean,
got-
they're
I mean, it's
all
gonna be
good.
tough,
That's all I
yeah.
can say about it. I
Yeah.
mean, they're all good. So, but yeah, I don't know.
All right.
Give her
I'm
a
up.
try.
All right.
Yeah, it's like until we come back and revisit all of them.
That's where it's gonna be.
Yeah.
That's where we're gonna find something. Yeah, because once you compare it,
Right.
Something.
Oh, just talk.
I'm sorry. I'm just like watching you. All right. So anyway, give us a little bit of what you're thinking here. I thought you were going to tell me about a smell that you had there because you were getting into it. You're getting a little deep. You're getting in deep.
A lot of ethanol on this one, which again they're barrel proof, so you're gonna smell.
You're gonna get that. Yeah.
A little fruit,
Yeah. Okay.
like
Okay. I'm just
Maybe
gonna,
like a
trying to remember Tommy had.
dried apricot.
Oh. I can get that from over here just by your expression. Getting apricot. Come on.
I think I know what this is.
Wow. See?
I
Do you want to get crazy?
probably
Do you want to
might.
get crazy and just say it?
You can say it.
Just
You can-
guess.
You can
Just
change
guess.
It. You can
All
change
right,
it
so-
too.
I can change it.
Well, yeah, you can change it when you're done. Like
Oh,
you can
yeah,
flip
if
it
I'm
around.
wrong,
Yeah.
yeah.
If he's right, are you going to tell him? Or he's going to tell him at the end?
I didn't pour his.
Oh, I did.
You.
I can't remember whose I poured. I should have put your name on here.
So I think this is Old Granddad,
Okay.
but I know if it's not, that's what I think. I don't know.
The pens have a little
Yeah.
things on them.
I found that as well. Yeah. I threw mine
So
over
I
here.
think. Here, I don't have a pen.
I gave you one.
Did you?
Oh, we used it over on the table.
That's all right.
You don't need it.
Here.
Oh, you may. Just get up. Yeah, we'll be fine.
That's like, and one of the things that we're doing here, because we're doing one by one, it feels like it's been a really long time since I've taken a sip of mine. So now I don't.
Yeah, it's good.
remember
It's good.
That's true.
Yeah, it's true.
what
So
this
now
one
you're.
is.
I know.
So it's like it's gonna be hard to.
But I bet
compare.
you'll pick up a big difference. So
Yeah, and I
on
think
each
at
one.
the end we can all just kind of dabble. Yeah.
well, that being
right.
said, give
So
her another
Let's go with
B.
number B.
Number B.
Numero B.
So while you're doing that, the other ones that we picked. So we went to Larceny, which is a new kind of hit the shelves type of bourbon, and then the
I know what
second
this one is.
Ooh,
Just off of smell.
just off of smell.
I like this one. It's gonna be so wrong.
It's gonna be the
So
OGD.
So the next one that we picked was the Old Granddad, and really, that's something that we, maybe surprisingly, all really enjoy. And for $30,
Right.
like that's kind of the wild card in the group because it's definitely the cheapest out of the bunch. So that's pretty cool. So, Tommy, what do you think?
What do you got there, buddy?
So the smell is huge caramel. Heat is great, but great on the back end. Not a lot up front. I'm going to be bold enough to say, like, because this one actually has a lot of heat to it too. But I'm going to be bold enough to say that this one is the Elijah Craig.
Interesting.
Don't look. Don't look.
Now,
Don't look. Don't look.
I'm
Don't
going
look.
to be able to change.
Yeah.
No,
You can
you're
change,
not.
Of course.
I already took the points off for Ian
Oh, so I was
because
wrong.
I have a no. I don't know. Were you?
Oh.
Because
Ooh.
the Elijah Craig always has like a good solid burn, but on the back end it just kind of sticks.
You're right,
with
it
you.
does.
Sticks with you.
I know. That's good.
But I've never had this one though. This batch, the B.
The B5
Five.
519. Yeah.
And it's a lower proof.
Right. That's why I chose it, so it'd be closer to the rest of them that we're doing.
Right.
All right. So Steve, you're on letter B.
It's got some good burn to it.
So while he's sipping, the next one that we chose was Four Roses single barrel strength. And what's cool about that one is it's a distillery only. So when I visited Four Roses last August, I was excited to pick up that bottle because you could only buy one, and they only release it every so often. So that was pretty cool because they don't have Four Roses doesn't have a normal barrel strength bourbon.
Right. Now, is
So-
this one still like a mash bill of all the
So
different?
this is a OESF. So no. So like the small batch select takes 6 of. So they have 10 recipes. The small batch select that we all really like.
Right.
Man, that's
They
tough.
take
That's good.
6 of their mash bills and put them together.
Right. So this one
So
is
this is completely separate, and you can't get this OESF anywhere but the distillery.
okay.
So
Oh,
they
okay.
save a couple of their recipes for distillery only.
Yeah.
Steve, what are your thoughts on B?
That's pretty good. Got a little more. This one's pretty strong. It's kind of very ethanol-y. Like all the way. I mean, the whole thing is. I'm having a tough time because I'm not really picking up anything from the aroma, except for just that burn. I kind of want. I think I might know, but. Did you guys already make a guess on each one of yours?
We each did make a guess.
I feel like I could have to go. Oh, you did on your first
I didn't
one.
make a guess on this one.
All right.
I
feel like this is
have
the
two
old-
options for this one.
I feel like this is the old granddad,
Okay.
but I don't know. It is so good.
This is so fun.
These are good. Though.
Yeah.
Alrighty, go with.
All right. So
I'm B.
I'm on number B.
Number B. So we had. So we came in here with. So we had 8 bottles to choose from, right?
Yeah.
So we picked. These were tough. These are tough choices here.
Mm-hmm.
I was kind of excited about that
So
the
this
pin
is
hook,
sweet.
but that's a sweet one.
Yeah. Like, it smells fucking delicious.
I can't wait to get to that one.
I know. I want to know which one smells really sweet.
I mean, some solid drippies.
Yeah?
I got 360 drippies, bro.
Oh man, yeah, you do. These bad boys. I didn't even check out. I didn't even do it on my last one.
Yeah. You're right. Actually, I stuck
Ooh.
a trippies on my first one.
Ooh. I almost just want to smell this.
Yeah.
You are.
Well, I mean, I don't even need to taste it. Whoa.
Ooh.
Whoa. That's really
Oh, I'm getting
freaking good.
I almost got into mine just now. I almost got into C.
So, fruity notes on the nose, but I'm getting a lot of vanilla or cream
Oof, I'm dying to get into that one.
In my
I didn't get that in.
No.
in my mouth.
That's what she said.
Oh, okay. So that's
This is really fucking good.
You're having a
I
bourbon-gasm there.
want that one.
Yeah. I have what he's having.
I'm gonna make a guess
All right.
because I've never had this before. I'm going. Well, technically, I've never had the Elijah Craig either. That particular batch, but I think this is larceny.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's really fucking good. I think, you know,
Well, I mean, it's hard to tell, man. I mean, you
knows?
never know. You could be dead on.
man, that was really good though.
Yeah. I'm excited.
Whatever that is,
I'm
I
excited
want
for
more
that
of
one. What's like out of these? The only one I haven't had is the Four Roses, and obviously, yeah, the Elijah Craig, and I mean also too with the larceny because it's a single barrel proof. They're all going to be different.
Correct.
So
all right. So we are on.
C,
Yeah.
and it's in a Four
Part
Roses
C.
glass. So would somebody be bold enough to put the Four Roses in
Would
the Four
I?
Roses glass?
Would I? It did cross my mind,
Mine too.
but I maybe did a double back.
What'd you guess on that first one? I can't remember what you said.
First one I said old granddad.
Nice work.
Nice work.
So yeah, going through what we did pick, the last one that we picked was the Elijah Craig barrel proof, and that is like the gold standard right now of barrel proofs. I feel like that, you know, they consistently come out with 3 batches a year, and they're all fantastic. Like I've never had. I mean, A119 was probably my favorite that I've ever tried.
Yeah.
But I also didn't try any of the years prior. I think I had one of the 18s once, but I don't remember which one. But yeah, so the Elijah Craig barrel proof was kind of cool to put in there because that's like the staple of barrel proof bourbons.
Right.
So what do you think on number C?
I'm kind of torn on this one.
Ooh.
So far, it's my least favorite.
Ooh.
Oh.
Ooh.
I know. It's weird because any of these
a bold
alone,
statement.
any of these alone, I would
Yeah,
love.
right.
You know, but now kind of throwing them in.
I know.
with
Well,
each
see, when you have them this close together,
other. Yeah.
it's really easy to pick your favorite.
No, this one's got a lot of ethanol and heat up front. I think it's maybe kind of why I'm. I don't know.
That's how my last one I had was like. It was strong.
Yeah, that one's strong. But is it though?
You know what this also makes you do is think a lot more of like,
Oh,
okay,
yeah.
am I
Absolutely.
Yeah.
way off on what I'm guessing here?
I mean, I hate to say that's the OGD. I don't know. I'm not even gonna take a guess on this one.
And you don't have to.
You do not.
I mean, it's good, but just after tasting these ones, I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm gonna throw it out there. I don't know.
Okay. Hey,
That's why we're doing this. Right?
that is
Yeah.
what is going on.
I mean, you're gonna have to make a choice, but
some
you don't
point.
have to right now.
Now's not the time.
Yeah. Steven knows it.
This one's nice.
Oh shit!
Get those calves under control. Good Lord, man. How many times you gonna? This one smells good. It's a lot lighter. It's like it's sweet.
I can tell you right now, none of these are light.
No, but I'm telling you, from that last one I had, that shit was like.
Yeah.
You see that, Ben?
Yes.
Oh, I'm gonna get next time I switch the. Oh, I could do it now. No, none of these are light at all. But compared to that last one I smelled, this is smells a lot better, and it is sweeter. Got some good caramely. Ooh. Okay, so this one burns a lot less, but it sticks with you. I get a little bit of caramel off of it. It's sweeter for sure. Definitely, I'm picking up a lot more sweetness after these first two.
Okay.
But on the drippies, something to marvel at right there.
Good drippies. It might be the glass. Let's see.
Ooh,
No, I got some drippies on that.
we should have just a strict drippies contest one day.
Should we change our review system to only judging drippies?
We don't even drink it or smell it. Get the bottle out. We check the drippies and then we dump them out.
We just rate it on how cool the bottle looks and the drippies.
I'd buy it. That one was good. I like that one.
Venture a guess?
No, I'm not. I'm not. You
Not
know,
there yet?
I don't think I'm just not feeling ballsy enough right now.
That's okay. That's okay.
You know what? It is okay, and I appreciate you saying that.
You're welcome, man. I'm
Get
here
into
for you.
thanks. Get into C.
Can I just go back to B?
That dude likes the B. You got your pen though? All right, so we're all set.
Perfect.
Ooh.
So we got some crowds walking by too. We got
This is-
we got
so-
some people walking by.
This is nice. Oh, they're hammered.
Oh yeah.
That girl just ran into that building over there.
She caught my eye.
In what way?
I really want.
Like she stumbled.
I saw that too.
Several
I saw her like,
times.
and then I saw her like run into the glass over there.
Yep.
Yeah, Ian, you got nothing. You got no view over there.
That's all right.
You're not missing anything. Ooh.
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 I think I know what this is. I'm so confident for some reason.
I like
but
the I like it.
can't
I
wait
like
to
it.
see how far off I am. So I'm pretty sure that this. Oh, wait.
I can't wait to see how wrong we are.
Yeah,
This is
me
gonna be
too.
so much fun.
So this is fantastic.
Fantastico.
You still want to go back to B?
Yeah, do you want to go back to B after this one? After your C?
Yeah.
You still want to go back to B?
Yeah.
So B's
But
that
this
good.
is really good, but that is. I think this is going to be the Elijah Craig. I think. So to me, it reminds me of the burn that I get. Kind of like how you said, you get that good burn, but then it goes away.
Mm-hmm.
I think this is going to be Elijah Craig. Oh, it's good, though.
All right. I mean,
It's good. It's good. All right.
Good.
And pretty damn good drippies. So moving on.
Maybe it's the glass.
All right. Last bourbon.
All right. So
D.
D. There you go. So the ones that we did not select for this round of the barrel proof tasting,
Yeah, the 1792.
we had a 1792 full proof, which it's kind of weird that we left that out considering it was the whiskey of the year last year. But at 125 proof, and I know I've drank a lot of it.
And so you
recently.
probably, it's something I think I mean, you might be able to pick that one out a lot easier.
Maybe, I have no idea, but I
But
think
maybe not, though.
I felt like I could, but
Maybe not.
I mean, we'll see when we're all done how
tell where we are.
Yeah.
I mean, it'll be funny,
Yeah.
but it's all fun.
Uh-oh. Tommy's got a look.
Tommy's got a look
I'm
of
just so perplexed. I can't tell. I feel like I've never had this one.
Mm.
And I feel like this is more floral and fruity.
Mm.
Mm-hmm.
It smells really good.
Ooh, that burp was nice.
Lower on the burn.
Mm.
Yeah, see, I'm gonna say that's either the OGD or the Four Roses.
Okay. Well, you drink a lot of OGD.
I do. That's why I'm concerned, because if OGD ends up being C and it's my least favorite, I'm gonna be really upset. I mean, they're 4 really good bourbons, but it's
Right.
that OGD, like, is
Right.
as soon as I started drinking it, I was like, oh man, this is a staple.
Steve, check the TV behind you.
Am I already there?
Yeah. I think maybe you just hit it.
Oh,
and
yeah, I
hit
think I bumped
back.
it.
All right. Well, that's cool. So start the next. So once we get back around, Steve, you can start.
Yeah,
with
we'll
D.
start doing. We'll
You
start
can
putting
just
our list
kind of-
together.
Just kind of go back and forth and
Yeah.
play around with it a little.
Yeah.
That's what she said.
So the ones that we didn't pick was the what did I say?
So 1792 full proof.
1792.
Stag Junior.
Yeah, we didn't pick Stag
Pretty
Junior.
sure Stag's good.
Again,
And then
though,
you
130 proof.
That was the lower one. That's 128.
Okay.
But still,
the pinhook. What's the pinhook? That's
Pinhook's
the,
only 115, I think.
Yeah, so
So that was
16.
we were gonna do that one, but it's okay.
It's okay.
I've been wanting to try that for a
Oh,
while.
they got
so
they
no
got
big
pizzas
deal.
next door. They're open.
Shit.
They are open.
What do you think, Steve? What do you think about your D?
The
I think it's
mouthfeel on
I
this
think it's
thing is
impressive.
phenomenal. Phenomenal. Well, it's good, man. This is a little bit hotter than the last one,
Okay.
but at the same time, it's got a nice little sweetness to it. Let me see here. Smell a little, maybe like a fruity or like a floral scent to it, but the last two that I've had are definitely, and I think I'll probably change my mind once I go back to the other two.
Right.
And maybe because I've had those two, and then maybe nothing's burning anymore. I think that might be what's happening. I think that's what's happening. The first one was like, that's hot. This is pretty hot. And then it's like, okay, this isn't. This one's really good.
Yeah.
Okay. I don't know. I think I might. I'm gonna guess. I'm not gonna guess now, but I think I'm gonna write it down,
Okay.
and I'm gonna be way off.
You should guess.
I think you should guess.
It's your last
Start
one.
out there.
You didn't guess.
There's no wrong answers.
Did-
I said 4 Roses.
Oh, did you say Four
didn't
Roses?
Did you?
No, I think you said.
Well, you said one or the other.
One or the other.
Okay, so it's one of
you're
these.
right.
Mine's one of these
So
four.
So I'm the only one that's putting myself out there.
I said this one.
No. So I guess I
You did?
guessed the.
Oh yeah, you did
I
say
said that one was the last.
So I guess this was OGD, and then I'm gonna say this one is. Ooh, this is tough. I'm gonna go with the Elijah Craig on that one.
Okay. Okay.
All right.
So it's my turn to pick up the D.
Suck down your D, bud.
Get it out there. Get it. So,
Are you
All right.
guys going to be going out on any patios or anything? here
dude,
in
I've
your
driven
future?
by Panini's this week. Absolutely packed.
Mm-hmm.
But I talked to this kid that I work with. He had mentioned that he went to Panini's last weekend, and they were very strict about how many people were out there. So like he said they were out there. He's young. He's in his mid 20s, and he's like they were there from like 1 till like 10 o'clock. He's like, and their friends were coming up there. They were playing cards and shit. They were just hanging out on the patio the whole time. And once they got over 10 people at the table, they came over and yelled at him, said, "You guys got to break it up."
Oh, okay.
Said only 10 people at a time. And the way I noticed, like the way they had the tables split up too, are pretty good. But the thing that doesn't make sense to me is the parking lot was still packed
Right.
to the point where it was like how there's that funeral home next door to it. There was cars over there too. So I'm like, I don't know. I don't know how long they could actually keep it up for with the,
Right.
you know what I mean? Like these rules. I know these bars are getting fined, right? If they're breaking the rules.
Supposedly, yeah.
Right. They could potentially lose their
Liquor license is what they're saying. All right, Ian. Sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt
you're okay.
your.
You're okay. I mean, this is great. This one, there's more burn up front, like way up front, like as soon as it hits your lips.
What's the lips? So good.
Yeah. And it's got some. This is probably the most oaky of them all.
Oaky.
It tastes the most wood in this D.
And you would. No pun intended. Dad joke. Yeah, which one's that?
See, now this is making me rethink.
Mm-hmm. And you're gonna rethink it. I think I'm gonna rethink a few times as well.
But it smells floral. So my
Never had
big
this
wild
before.
card is the larceny because I've never had it. I mean, I've called my other three. I'm going to stick with my game plan and say this is Four Roses. I don't think that's correct, though, which means something else is definitely not correct. But I'm going to stick with it until we go to the next round, and then I'll make my final choice.
Hey, that's good, man. I like that you guessed on all four of them.
Thank you,
Yeah.
man.
That was awesome.
Thank you.
I did too, so whatever.
Well, if I had to guess without revisiting them again, I would probably go Larceny, Elijah Craig. I hate to say this is OGD, and then Four Roses.
Okay.
That would be right now without revisiting.
Okay.
But I feel like I'm going to change that.
Last one I said was Elijah, didn't I? My D I said was Elijah.
Yeah, I think you did.
All right, can we dive back into these?
Yeah, dive
No,
back
absolutely.
in,
There's
man.
nothing-
Absolutely. So for this round, instead of going one at a time,
Let's just drink.
how about you just take a sip of each of them?
You want to still single it out, or do we all just want to kind of just casually start sipping and bullshitting? And
No, I think that you can sip all four and make your final decision. And while you're doing that, because it'll take a little bit, Steve and I can speak through the microphones
We could do that.
in your ear.
see,
I have
this
so many
smells
questions for
better already
Tommy, you
coming
know.
Back to it.
And that was C?
This is, see, I'm going to revisit my
Gotcha.
worst first.
Okay.
Oh, yeah, because we should be ranking these too, huh?
Yeah.
Like favorite to least
Yeah.
favorite.
Yeah.
All right, I can do that. Let's see here. Anyway, so
Yeah.
I was gonna go back to the bar thing.
Yeah.
Because how crazy everything's just gone back to normal, right? You go to any store right now and it's just packed. Did you see? I think it's in Maryland, maybe those social distancing tubes.
Oh, the tubes?
tubes.
Yeah, those are sweet.
That was so fucking funny. And then I was thinking to myself, I'm like,
What
this is our future right here.
Well-
I'm like, I mean, jokingly,
Right,
I don't
right.
think it is, but I instantly started thinking like dances, people at the bar, like you're like, go to the club and everybody's got like this huge tube on. And you're like, just trying to get close to somebody, just bumping tubes.
You bumping tubes. I when I saw that, I was like, what a genius marketing ploy
Oh, yeah.
for that bar to like definitely go viral. You know what I mean?
For sure. And then people are like, oh, that bar is cool.
Yeah.
I just imagine a bunch of drunk people
Right.
playing bumper cars
Oh, yeah.
at 2:00 in the morning.
We have we got my kids when all of this lockdown thing first started. My father-in-law, I think it was him, got ordered from Amazon these like blow up sumo things for the kids to play with.
Oh, that's awesome.
It's hilarious.
Those things are great. That video that I think Chelsea sent the Snapchat.
Oh,
when
yeah.
Gibbs just crushed
Yeah,
Sloan.
he just crushed her, and she just goes, falls over, and she can't get up. It's hilarious.
We should get those for us.
Yeah, we definitely should.
Get the sumo suits. Tommy's really like,
We should do a dad Olympics and sumo suits be an event.
seems so exhausting.
The palate just starts.
We need to find, like-
it all starts tasting the same now.
We need to get a dad Olympics, find like a big open field
Let's
or someone
do
with a
it.
giant yard and be like, hey, there's going to be like 4 or 5 of us and we're going to mow your lawn. And we're going to do 5 lines each.
Ooh.
Wow.
And we're going to see whose
Do we bring our
lines are
own
the
mowers?
best. I mean, you're on the rider, right?
Oh yeah, I got Old Faithful. Tires are bald. The deck kind of swivels a little bit.
But the lines look phenomenal, though.
Stay up.
The phenomenal lines still, though, man.
Oh, yeah. I've been working on them.
I take so much pride in the yard that I even did my neighbor's yard last
As
week.
you should.
He was out of
you
town.
did? Nice.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, you told me. Yeah, that's right.
And it's funny, though, because I talked to Ian about this, Tommy. I mowed my neighbor's lawn. He's out of town, and he's got, like, perfect grass. It's beautiful. And it was getting a little out of control, so I took care of it. And then, naturally, Dad coming out of the woodwork from, like, 4 different houses in the neighborhood. And the first comment I get is, Steve, if I would have known you were cutting everybody's lawn, I would have just taken, I would have waited. The comments start coming out, like the typical comments. And then you got like 4 guys just standing in the front yard with their hands on their hips, like, that's a pretty solid job. Like, it's like the most typical thing you've ever seen, man.
Did you headshot?
It's like, yeah, you did a great job on that. Like,
did you use an edger or a weed whacker?
I was a straight whacker on that one. Just the pride in all these guys in the front. Oh, man, I've been working on my yard a lot this summer.
Dude,
this
when I
spring.
stopped over,
Last week.
what was I doing?
You were dropping off my tools.
Oh, yeah, I was borrowing some tools and I dropped them off. And I was looking at him. So I was like the fence guy from
Wilson.
Wilson. Yeah. And I was just looking over the fence. I was like, damn. I'm like, bro, your yard's looking great. Thanks, man.
Even better is when you send me pictures of your lines in your yard last week.
I'm like, bro,
dude,
check it out.
I'm telling you, man, I was this close to buying the Air Monarchs today.
Yeah.
This close. They're like $60 though.
I know.
Like, I need new shoes. I mean, they're great on the feet. I just can't be serious about them. I can't be serious about them, man. I don't think I'm ready for it yet. I guess the comfort's got to be phenomenal on those bad boys.
It's got to be.
Every guy's got them. Mm-hmm. I don't think I could use them in the grass. So I don't think I would want to get the grass stains on them right away.
I think that's what makes them.
I feel like you have to.
Yeah.
I feel like you get that point, but I feel like I need to get out.
You don't want to rush it.
I want to get out in public first.
You don't want to rush it.
Yeah. I want to get my jean shorts, my braided belt.
I have a braided belt.
Some long socks, like the knee-high socks and the Air Monarchs, and I'm ready to go, man.
All right.
I feel like Tommy's got something to say here.
Yeah, I think he's ready.
I think they all taste the same now.
So that's not going to help. You got your list?
Yeah.
Did you check it twice?
Yeah.
Okay.
Kind of.
All right. Time for bold predictions. Give me your score.
You don't score
All right.
till you score. Till you score.
I am going. My first choice, my number. Well, should I just start with my 4?
Wait, hold on. Before we do this, should we wait till the end to find out who was right, who was wrong, or do we want to do it right after he says it?
I think we should wait.
Okay.
And we'll all do it down the
I
line.
like it.
So you could. I think right now you do.
But you're locking in your choices
answers.
right now.
I'll lock them in.
Okay.
So lock in your answers, and then also
So-
give your favorite to least favorite.
Yes.
All right. So I'm going to say least favorite was C.
Okay.
And I'm going to say, I don't want to say it's OGD.
But you do though.
But
So I'm just writing down your least favorite next to what it actually is, just so that we can revisit it.
right. It's not bad.
And if you could, let's save at least one final gulp for the very end.
All right. While you're doing that, I'm gonna start.
Yeah,
trying
go
mine.
ahead.
You might as well too. I mean, it's not gonna hurt anything.
Yeah, you're right.
That's what I'm saying. It's hard.
That's what she said.
It's the hardest thing I've ever done.
Well, that's awesome. In 35 years of life, man,
First world problem.
talk about a cakewalk.
I've had 2 kids, been married 15 years.
But this right here takes the cake.
The hardest thing I've ever done.
Oh, that's what she said.
That's what she said.
Oh, I'm okay.
Okay.
Ooh,
It all starts to just blur
It
together.
does. Even I was very, very confident, and I still am
know
on my
that
first one.
That second one's like,
But it tasted way better this time than the first time.
like, that's got to be that. It's got to be. Does it, though?
It doesn't have to be.
I know it doesn't have to be, but I'm locking that one for sure.
Lock it.
I'm going with, I mean, this C. Like,
I'm
this
excited.
D is good, but this C.
I'm about to get this B.
You know what I just thought of? Well, I'm not even going to say this because this could.
Yeah, you are.
This could kind of ruin it for people.
You're going to say it.
I'm not going to.
Oh, why?
I'm not going to say it.
I feel like you have to now.
Nope. I'll say it at the end.
All right.
Now I'm confused.
Now that I've had this one the second time,
Right?
now that I've had this one the second time, completely different.
Yeah. Well, it's tough
In a
too
way,
when you
it-
go back and back.
Yeah, yeah.
Like, you just don't have enough time to cleanse your palate.
No, you don't.
So we didn't finish. What were the other ones that we Stag,
Pinhook.
Pinhook?
See, now C tastes
What's
the old Ezra 7.
Thank you.
Oh, the OE7. Yeah. So those are the 4 that we didn't do. Maybe we'll do those another night.
For sure. Let's try that Pinhook.
Yeah, me too. We'll do a bourbon review.
We'll find out the sex of the horse.
The sex is important.
Sex sells.
Oh, it is. It does. I mean, it is. Yeah, you're absolutely right.
You know, what's funny is I've said that C is my least favorite, but I've drinking the most of it.
Just keeps
And now
pounding.
it's- now it's starting to
Because
get
you want
better,
it to be
which is
OGD 117 because you're like,
No,
oh, no,
he
it was-
doesn't want it to be because
I don't want it to be.
That's like his.
oh, I thought you were
favorite.
starting to like. I'm saying you're trying to like it more the more that you drink it.
I see what you're saying.
But that's what I'm thinking. Like, it's tasting better as I drink it more. Man, I don't know. This could be the Elijah Craig.
I'll tell you what. It could be.
Yeah, you're right. He's absolutely right.
It
It
could
could
be.
be.
At this point, that's just.
Yeah.
I
I can't even drink any more of it because I got to save
Yeah,
some.
you got to save some.
feel like you need to guess. I feel like you're there
Yeah, you're there.
because now you're going to talk yourself out of everything.
I'm just getting crazy with it.
You're like a kid in a candy store right now.
Oh, I know.
Get the other 4 out. Whatever. Get some sleeping bags out. Sweeping over.
See, that one's got popcorn in it too. Okay. Man, that is so weird.
I'm telling you.
I'm almost saying C's my favorite now. I don't know. I feel like C is actually Elijah Craig Barrel Proof. And I'm going to rank it my lowest, which is going to be really sad.
I feel like I know. Okay, let's be honest here. I have no freaking clue.
Yeah, this is hard. This is real. All right.
I have a question for you, Tommy. We're talking about lawn mowing and all that, taking pride in it. Is your boy mowing your lawn now?
Yeah, I make him. I have him do the front with a push, and then I'll also have him do the ride on in the back, and he picks up the dog shit.
Gold. Can't wait for the dog shit. I would love for the dog shit to be cleaned up.
The dog shit is like.
I hate dog shit.
It's the worst.
It's the worst. The worst. All right. How are you guys feeling? You feeling pretty confident in your guesses here? I'm not. I'm not at all. But I think I'm ready to go for it.
Yeah, I mean, I know that I made a switch, but I only switched 2 of them back and forth, and I have my best to worst or most favorite to. I still love it, but not my favorite out of the 4.
Okay.
Do you need another piece of paper, Tommy?
Damn it.
It's like
All right.
Goodwill Hunting
All right.
over
At
here.
We
this
have the
point-
Jeopardy
at this point-
music.
yeah, at this point they all taste the they all taste the same.
I wish we had some type. Wait, what is it? What is it? Damn it. So anywho,
Tommy,
how do you feel? You feel like you're ready?
I'm ready
All
to
right,
go.
I'm just throwing it out there.
You got to make a decision.
All right, I think I'm wrong.
Okay. Am I gonna confirm or deny or wait till he's done or what?
How do you? Yeah.
How about we do this? How about we start with our least favorite?
Okay.
We'll go around the least
And what
favorite.
you think it is?
And what you think it is, and then we'll see if we're right.
Okay. All right.
Okay. So
I'll go
least
first.
favorite. Least.
Least favorite first.
Okay.
All right. So Tommy first.
All right, so I'm gonna stick with my least favorite was C, even though it got better as I tasted it.
Okay. And what did you think it is?
I want to say OGD, but I think it's gonna be the Elijah Craig, and I'm just really torn. But I'll say the OGD.
Wrong.
Damn it,
You talked yourself into it.
I did.
Should I tell him what it is?
Yeah,
Go ahead. Yeah. Why not? It's like
The Elijah.
it is the Elijah Craig. Damn it! See, I knew it. That's
Okay.
depressing too, because I really like Elijah Craig.
Yeah.
All right. So I'm going with the least.
Yeah, you're going with the least. So
I'm gonna go with
you have
B.
to check
I'm
yours.
just gonna say I don't like the B.
Right. Okay.
And that was your least favorite,
Right.
And you don't like it.
Right.
All right. So Steve, you're
So
up.
I'm gonna go with B being my. See, here's the thing though. Here's what's tough about this is I want to guess this is what it is, but I'm so torn. Okay, but I'm gonna go with it anyway. My least favorite was B, and I think it was the Elijah Craig.
Wrong.
Damn, that's fine. Okay,
B was the Four Roses.
really?
Ooh. Wow.
Wow, I'm surprised by that. Nothing like that I remember it tasting like. Okay,
Okay.
okay,
Okay.
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 I just hope that I had Elijah Craig and OGD mixed up. Then that would be like the
Yeah.
fine with me.
All right. So my least favorite was A, and I believe that was the Old Granddad.
A is your least favorite. That's Elijah.
Really?
Dude, we're on the same page. So that leads me to believe that just B sucks.
The
B5,
the B
19.
519.
Not that it sucks. Again, these are all great bourbons. Alone, sitting here, pouring them, I would be fine with any of them. But when you start putting them next to each other, that's when it starts just taking shape.
I'm very shocked by that.
See? That's why I was like, it's getting better.
When you said that burn that dissipates rather quickly, but that's reminded me of A119.
Right.
And I was like, yep, that's exactly Elijah Craig. And then I got that on something else. I got that on C for me. So I'm interested to see what C is now. I'm going to have to make a different guess.
Right. Well,
Yes,
no,
no,
I mean,
no,
no, there's no
guesses.
different
Yeah,
guesses,
yeah.
but like
No, we're
for
locked.
shits, I'm going to try and figure out what else. I mean, I guess it has to be ODG unless I get B wrong too. So
Yeah. Or the larceny, because the larceny, again, like I've had it and it's solid.
yeah.
So
All right. Second to least favorite.
second to least favorite I said was D. And I'm guessing that is the Four Roses.
You were wrong.
Damn it.
That is the Old Granddad.
That is the OGD. Okay. All right. So I got larceny and Four Roses in my top two.
Well, your bottom too.
Top two.
Oh yeah. That's right. Yeah, that's right.
That was EC. Damn.
Interesting.
Very.
Again, though, by the end of it, I was kind of just like everything kind of just blended together.
Right.
Just like my words by the end of the night, they'll all just be blended.
True story.
All right, Steven.
All right, so 3. So I'm going to go with A being OGD.
And that's your second to last?
Yeah.
Wrong.
Shocker.
Okay, so we're
What is
0
it?
for
Can
0
we
for 5.
can anybody get one right?
I was dying for somebody.
Yeah.
You said A, correct?
Yeah.
A is the larceny barrel proof.
Damn, son.
No.
Okay.
That's all right.
So
though.
what does Steve have left? Steve, what do you have?
Steve has
I have, so I said, what I say? I said Elijah, right?
Yeah.
And I said,
So you had B.
So Four
and A.
Roses
so,
was
yeah.
your least, and then Larceny was your second least.
Right. So he's got the Elijah Craig and the OGD left.
yeah, so I have, what I have? Larceny and
You have-
OGD? Oh, no, I have Larceny.
OGD and
And Elijah Craig left. That's very interesting.
That's good. And that's
Yeah.
why I wanted to throw the old granddad in there because
Yeah.
I felt like it could be a wild card amongst a 50, a 50,
Yeah.
and I don't even know how much this was.
I think 60.
So 60 and a 60.
Yeah.
Just price points at
Right.
least.
If I remember correctly, it was around there though.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So my second to least favorite was D, and
Did you
I
get-
locked in.
You locked it.
I locked in Larceny, and I was struggling between Four Roses and Larceny, but I locked in Larceny.
For your second to least,
Yes. Number D.
number D is Larceny.
Yeah.
Correct. Nice work.
Nice job.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
Good job.
Which I was actually sad about because I hadn't had that one before. I was like,
Yeah.
yeah, because it's really good.
Right. And you ranked it
It's
higher
hard to
than
rank
Elijah
it, you
Craig.
know. Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. Like these
Right.
are all good bourbons.
Right.
Either way.
Okay.
All right. My second favorite, I said, was A. And I guessed it to be Larceny.
Ding, 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 ding.
You guys got your Larcenies down there.
The only one I haven't had is the one I got right.
Yes.
All right,
That's
so
the only one I got right.
Right,
so.
right.
That, I mean, I know what my number one is now. The one that I haven't had before.
Yeah.
There you go.
Which is very interesting.
Very interesting.
Maybe, maybe that's why.
So C.
Something new.
So I'm on C, right?
Well, you're on.
Well, you're on
Least favorite.
second.
Second
second
list.
favorite.
Second
favorite.
Wait a minute. Are you going top to bottom?
No.
Okay.
So my second favorite would be. Well, I was gonna say it was Four Roses.
Okay. So what
Right, but
letter,
that's
though?
okay. But what letter was it?
That is what is that? D.
So D was the OGD.
Yeah. Well, I already know it's wrong because
Right,
I already
right,
picked.
right.
Yeah. So
But,
But-
still, so OGD.
Interesting.
Your second favorite.
Okay. So then
So-
your top favorite is going to be Elijah Craig then.
Right. So
Okay.
interesting.
which would normally, if I were to pick out of like just looking at these bottles, I'd be like, yeah, the Elijah Craig is going to be my favorite.
I know.
But it ended
That's what I
up
thought. It's interesting.
It ended up being our worst.
What was the wait? What was C again? Those OG.
For you,
Yeah.
Elijah Craig. And you said that was
Yeah.
your favorite.
That's interesting. No, I'm saying like what was the? Oh, you said it was OGD though, right?
No.
The correct answer.
D
Oh, D is
was
okay.
OGD.
Okay, interesting.
Yeah.
I'm surprised by it. Okay,
So
okay.
$30 bullet or
I know, isn't that crazy?
yeah.
All right.
At the end there, it started. I just
Yeah.
just
it's
completely.
tough.
I have no idea what the fuck I'm drinking at that point.
All right.
It is good.
So my
OGD's where it's at apparently.
so my second favorite was letter C, and I locked in at Elijah Craig Barrel Proof.
Which obviously was wrong.
Correct.
But what was it?
So it's either
It's Four Roses.
it's either gonna be Four Roses or OGD. I'm gonna go with it's OGD.
It was Four Roses.
It was Four Roses.
He already said it. Wow. So your number one,
Was OGD?
OGD.
Wow.
114.
Isn't that crazy? Wow, that's crazy. And I've had.
I like that.
Yeah, that's very interesting. The $30 bottle was my favorite.
That's awesome.
Both.
That smell. You were hooked on that thing. Too.
Is that both?
know.
You were making love to that.
Me and
glass.
you.
Yeah.
No. You
No,
had
that's two. I
Elijah
was second.
Craig as your
It was
favorite.
my favorite.
Right.
Your favorite was
The Four Roses.
The Four Roses. So wait, so then my favorite was Four Roses then. So my favorite would have been
C?
B.
No.
No.
Your favorite was B, OGD.
Oh yeah.
Your favorite's O-
because C was Four Roses, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. I gotcha.
So down your list, it goes A, Elijah, B, OGD, C, Roses, and D, Larceny.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah. And so I ranked Four Roses 1, Larceny 2, OGD 3, and Elijah Craig 4.
Crazy.
Nuts. But
Nuts,
again,
indeed.
that's why it's
That was
That just
fun.
proves
they're
that
always different. They're always
everybody's
different.
completely different.
Yeah.
Except for you two on Elijah. But
Yeah, we got our Elijah's right, even though I thought I was dead wrong on that. Like I have it written down. I was like, well, all right.
Right. That's why I was just like, I don't even want to say this is OGD because I was just like, I don't think it's that bad.
Or no, I didn't get Elijah Craig right. I got larceny right.
Yeah, larceny, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, me and you only got a larceny right.
Yeah.
Out of everything.
Out of the only one that I haven't had. Yeah, whatever.
Fair enough.
You know.
So wait a minute. So to recap then. So we would ultimately say that, well, we can't even really do that because he got Elijah Craig 1. We ranked it 4. OGD was 3, 1, 2.
Yep.
Yeah.
Larceny was 2, 4.
Larceny was
3.
3. And then 4 Roses was 1.
1, 2.
2.
Was mine
4?
4?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was 4.
I'm saying,
So we were all over the place.
We can't even like.
Yeah.
No, we don't.
average.
We're all over the map.
So basically, then all of these are good.
Are fantastic.
Yeah.
Yeah. You can't go wrong.
Throw the paper out. And what do we know?
You're right.
Cheers.
Cheers to that. Which one was my favorite?
Wait,
I
shit,
don't
yeah.
remember.
What was my favorite?
So this is the larceny. All right.
I don't remember.
You're okie. Yep.
She's okie dokie.
Okie dokie.
That's my larceny right there.
It is okie though,
Definitely
right?
okie.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, I caught it on the once you said it, I caught it on the second round.
Me and Steve talk about that all the time. Like as soon as like we can't figure it out, and then like he'll say, "Oh, it kind of tastes like
Vanilla.
vanilla," right? And I'll be like, "Oh my god, that's it."
Yeah.
Or like
Cherry.
Or like you said it before, like dude, like banana, and you're like,
I
"Oh
texted
my
you the
god,
other day.
all I smell is banana."
I know.
And it's so weird though, because you can't really pick it
Never
up.
tasted it
You can't pick
before.
it up, and
Never
it's like,
smelled it.
I don't know what I'm smelling.
Right. Yeah, until you.
But then
smell it.
but somebody tells you, and you're like, that's exactly what that is.
Yep.
Well, I'm gonna try and enjoy these last 3. So, you know what else I want to bring up was it Virginia
Was Virginia or West Virginia?
or West Virginia? Did you see the family that found $1 million on the road?
No,
All right.
I did not, and this sounds amazing
Yeah.
for them.
The story is.
So Tommy,
I gotta hear the story because I haven't heard this yet.
Yeah.
All right. So basically, a family was driving down a highway or street or whatever it was. Saw a car in front of them. The car swerved to miss an object in the street, and they were unable to swerve out of the way, and they struck it. They got out of their car, and they realized it was a bag, and they thought it was a bag of trash. And they saw another bag about 30 yards up, same style bag. So they decided to be good Samaritans, supposedly, and throw the bag into their car and
That's the first thing I would do.
proceed to take it with them.
For sure, it's $1 million.
And they thought it was trash. And
So they didn't know it was money right off the rip.
right. So this is the story of it. They
Yeah,
thought it was
right.
trash.
Yeah.
And they drove around for hours with this trash in their car until they decided to throw it away. But before they threw it away, they realized that each bag contained $500,000.
Dude.
Right? So, story went on, and basically it turned out to be it was from the bank, and it was in a postal carrier's truck. And I don't know if the postal carrier was bringing it to the bank or if they were like,
What style bag was? So it was in a garbage bag.
no idea. I have no idea.
There wasn't that many.
That
details.
seems a little.
Right. No idea what the bag was. But I mean, ultimately, obviously, we think of like, okay, bank transfers is going to be an armored car, things like that.
Right.
You hear it in like a postal truck. Okay, well, you know what? Maybe they're being.
Maybe they're trying to disguise
incognito.
it. Yeah, they're
Right.
trying to disguise it, make it look.
But in the same
But
sense.
I question the bag.
Same sense. Why?
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 No one.
A
bats an
garbage
eye at
bag.
Right.
Right.
Right?
Also, in the same sense, they drove around for hours with trash in their car. There's no way.
No, fuck that. If I find a garbage bag, and trust me, I hate people that litter. Nothing makes me more upset than watching someone throw shit out their window.
Right.
I will destroy my car, the inside of my car, before I litter. So number one, yes, that makes me upset. But if I pick up garbage off the road,
You're gonna be curious.
first I'm gonna check it and be like, let's make sure there's not meat
gonna
in here,
look at it first.
right? Let's make sure there's not like
It's
some
not a
body
beehive.
parts,
Right.
A
like
beehive?
yes, like Dexter and
I
just
don't
like
know why that came to my
a
head.
beehive. Someone tossed a beehive in there, and the thing was just out of control.
Damn beehives in bags.
Dexter's throwing body parts in the road. I'm checking that shit. Not to mention, I'm trying to get that shit out of my car as soon as possible.
Absolutely.
Right.
So I'm looking for the nearest gas station.
Yep.
Right.
dumpster, anything.
Right.
Hours.
Service.
Right. So they knew what was in it. And what they were doing was they were driving around basically contemplating.
What are we going to do? Are we going to turn this in?
Keep it?
And I would.
Do we turn it in?
That'd be such a tough
What do we do?
decision.
Yeah.
But
What would you do?
But okay, what would I do?
This is
a
bad.
solid question.
This is the question. This is the whole story lined up to this
All right,
question.
here's what I would do. If I hit it,
If
you
you hit it,
hit it,
yeah.
and okay, you're like, I'm gonna go check this out. The first thing I'm doing is checking it because you hear stories about like, okay, somebody threw puppies in a bag and just
Right.
You know what I mean? Like you're gonna check it to make sure, like, holy
Now
shit,
we're getting dark.
you heard that
he's
shit though
not wrong,
before.
though. You've heard that
Yeah,
before.
People do that crazy shit.
Yeah.
People are
I know.
nuts. Jesus, oh man.
Yes.
So first I'm checking the bag.
Jesus.
Okay, I know. So let's just say I know it's money right off the rip. I'm throwing it in my car.
What do you do with the money? Basically?
So then I'm walking, I'm driving, and I'm like, and right, you're right. I'm gonna start thinking like, what the hell am I gonna do with this? Should I turn it in because I know damn straight they're gonna take it from me? 100%. I'm not getting a penny from this.
not knowing where it's from, like you
And
don't
not knowing
know
where
it's
it's from.
a bank. Like
Okay,
you
so
just-
here's the
you
next
basically
thing.
find the money. What do you
So
do?
you're like, okay, can I start to figure out how I'm going to start
Launder
using
it or-
laundering
yeah.
this money? Realistically, everybody thinks that. I don't care who you are.
Sure.
But then I start to think, okay, how illegal this is, how bad this can be, how much trouble I can get in. I have a family and kids. I need to go and turn this shit in because if I start putting this stuff in my bank or if I start spending this money and I start getting all these nice things, then
Well, I don't think you can ever put it in the bank.
no.
Right?
No,
Like,
but no.
that's mattress money if
That-
you're going to keep
that's
it.
bad. See, that's the thing though. If you're able to hide it and just like slowly
circulate
it back in, then yes. But then you start to think, I've seen too many movies. Are these marked?
Dude, that's my thought. My
I've
thought is,
seen
where's
way
the tracker?
too money.
Where's
too much,
the
too-
tracker?
way too many movies, and I know that like, okay, is this marked money?
There's going to be some Russian dude following me.
Yes, and that's another thing.
Constantly.
Other than I have to worry about like,
They're like, you owe me money.
yeah, that or some
Where's my money?
or some cartel or some shit, and I'm not getting chopped in.
You owe
up by a fucking-
200,000.
Welcome to the Russian space station. So that's what I got going on in my backyard when I'm trying to launder money, and I don't have time for that.
So,
So-
then you.
So I
your
think
ultimate
I
answer-
would have to be like, hey, I'm being honest. Can I get a few bucks maybe? Or is it another movie I just watched recently where this money has been, it's off the books. They're just throwing it away at this point. And somebody robbed this bank knowing that this money is already unmarked and they know where it's from. That's pure luck at that point. So
Right.
I would have to say that I'm gonna go turn this in and have to be like, you know what, I have to do this. But I got to hear what you guys have to say
Here's
about
my
this.
thought. Number one, where's the tracker? Because there's just not.
Well, that's a good thing
of
though.
Money.
That's a good thing though, because do they start to track it then after you start spending it? So like if you're going to buy like you're using $20 at the gas station, you're using $50 at the store.
Well, that's my
so,
point.
And the stores aren't tracking them, but
Right.
can they come back and look at
But can they
surveillance?
come back? Yeah, right.
Right.
So that's my point, though, is that I almost look at that as unspendable money.
Yeah.
Unless you
Like-
go to a casino or something like that and just.
But even then, they will. I mean, unless you're going to throw $1 million down on black and then fucking win and leave,
right.
and maybe that would be your best option. Is just say I'm doing. But if you go and try and put $1 million on black, they're going to have some questions.
Well, sure. That's why you can't go.
Fuck
you
no,
can't
man.
go into a casino with
You
it.
got to do it like 10,
You know what you do?
10 G's at a time.
You know,
or
here's what you do.
100 grand at a time.
We get
whatever.
one of our friends that's not married yet has a bachelor party. We go, hey guys, 10,000 to you, 10,000 to you, 10,000 to you. Let's just go spend this money, not all in one spot, but around the casinos in Vegas.
You know what's funny is actually I heard this on the radio, and that was Dustin Fox's exact
Really?
scenario. He's like, you know,
Did they-
he's like,
they
he's
talk
like,
about-
I'll just get 10 good friends and just like here's 100 grand, here's 100 grand, here's 100 grand. You go to 10 different casinos, and you guys go and just kind of cash this in.
Boom.
and
Dustin
then
Fox. Come
there
on,
you go.
buddy. We
Yeah.
think alike, buddy. Come on, let's go.
Yeah.
See, that's a
Steady.
good move.
It's steady.
Keep it steady, man.
Let's keep it steady.
Steady.
Yeah,
Steady.
I don't know, man. I think that I would probably turn it in because I would be too paranoid.
Yeah.
And like Steve said, I got my kids. Like
I got too much to lose.
you can't do anything. I guess like responsible with it.
Right.
Like you can't use it to pay off your house. You can't use it to pay off your cars.
Credit cards.
Credit cards, like you just can't. Like you have to make, if you're going to spend it, you have to do a cash purchase, multiple
you'd have a lot of
certain
awesome
period of
shit.
time-
I don't have room for
Right.
more shit.
But then that gets suspicious.
Well, it does because
You
it's
could buy
like
a shed.
So the IRS,
you can buy an awesome
so the
shed.
IRS looks at anything over 10,000. So you have to do.
I'm buying toys and clothes
that's-
at that point.
But that's what 1,000. That's 1,000 transactions
Right.
of 10,000.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm not saying it couldn't be done by any.
Hey, you know what, man?
means.
You're buying groceries. You're buying all the essential shit that you need for home, and that leaves
But
you.
again, if you do that all in the same area and they start tracking those bills,
Well, then you're in trouble.
then they're going to start finding you. So I think you have to split
So-
it up as best as you can.
Yeah.
And I think, like, again, but by the time you go through all that trouble and basically knowing that you have to give 90% of it away so that you don't get caught, why not just turn it in?
Right.
I think again, I've never been in that situation.
You know what I'm doing? I'm going downtown,
Downtown.
Downtown.
and I am doing what Joker did with all those balloons and everything,
Oh.
and I'm throwing money to everybody. I'm not poisoning everybody.
That would
I'm
be
not doing like Jack. I'm not doing that part. And I'm not trying to get Batman over here, kick my ass.
But
and-
just giving it away to everyone.
yeah, just throw it out there. I'm just gonna go stand up on a tall building and just
Okay.
throw it everywhere because
Okay.
if I turn it in, they're gonna be like, "Thank you."
Think about
Get the
this.
fuck out of here. You're not
Think
getting any of
about
this.
What if it was ransom money for somebody's kid?
That got
Okay,
brought
that
up
just
too.
Would you
That
feel
got
like
brought up
shit
too.
then?
Yeah, that got brought up too. But
So
then there would
I
also be
I
a
toss it off a
tracker.
building, and then they're like, "Hey, excuse me, sir, did you find a bag in the middle of the road?" And I'm like,
Oh my god, my kid's dead now.
"No,
I fucked up.
not supposed to be here."
Everything I have to save my kid, and you just throw it away.
Oh, sorry.
Those are the kind of things that I think about. It's like,
But that's
why
so
is
that's
there random money bags of money?
that's
Like,
why those people. Okay, yeah, if it's a garbage bag, I'm thinking it's definitely
That's exactly
that's-
what I would be putting
that's-
it in if it was ransom money.
Right.
right. I'm going. Those people are getting.
Because you can't have cops involved.
They're going to make the drop, and then all of a sudden they're about to get pulled over. So they're like, "We got to toss this shit."
Yeah.
I'd put it in a Nike gym bag.
Dude, I'm going old school. I'm going old school duffel bag for sure.
Yeah.
I've seen. Trust me. You know, like I
Well,
love
it
my
may have
movies.
been a duffel bag though.
Plundering, dude. I'm plundering. Yeah. I need duffel bags.
Dude, that's such a hard scenario.
So that's what those people were doing, though. They were driving around while they were trying to figure out what to do, and they were thinking the same scenarios. We're thinking like, okay, maybe we could do this, or maybe we could do that, or
You
maybe.
know that that's what they were doing. You had to have been.
What were you thinking though? What's your
me?
thought though, like of the whole thing?
So me personally, I would have turned it in 50,000 less. Because you know what, 50,000 is not that much to.
You know
say.
what?
You
Well,
can
it
just
depends
basically
on
say
how
it blew
it's-
away.
how it's
It just blew
configured.
away.
It
Yeah.
depends on how it's configured.
I mean, I'm taking 50 grand.
Like if it's neat and
least.
packed and like wrapped.
So
Well,
do
okay.
you start mixing
If
it up and
it's- if
start
it's
you start mixing
If
them
saran
up?
it's just loose bills,
yeah,
then yeah, you could probably.
shoving a couple down.
Now if they're neatly
Yeah.
Because if you take
okay, you
one
know what?
bag,
You run
if
it
you
over
take,
with your car again,
Yeah.
so it's all over the place. And just
Oh, there you go.
this is how we found it.
Yeah.
There you go.
This wasn't like this. And when I hit the shit,
You hand
it's
him
a
a 20. You're like,
Yeah.
I found $20. I'm turning it in.
and this plastic bag. This $20 was in this plastic
Pull out
bag.
your Lambo.
That's what I was.
Hey, I found $20 in a garbage bag.
Right.
Is there like a a reward for this? So
Insurance on this thing ain't cheap, you know.
can I get on the news at all or nah?
So that's what I'm saying though. Like if you try to like steal like half of it, that's really suspicious. But like 50 grand out of $1 million, no one's turning a.
See, I don't think it could be an even number.
You
Though.
know. Okay.
Okay, 47,000.
It's got to be like $47,826. Like
Yeah.
make change.
Right.
Yeah, absolutely.
Random. Sure.
Wait, so where was this at again? This is because I have not heard this story.
So this was like Virginia or West Virginia. Or
One of the vaginas.
one of the.
Vagina.
We're down home somewhere.
Word.
That place. You know.
Okay, well,
Yeah, man. I don't know.
I don't know.
I love doing
guess I
those
haven't-
like scenarios, like hypotheticals, but like one day it could happen to you, and
What do you do? What
I feel
do
like
you
most
do?
people. Well, I guess you'd
I
never
feel like
hear the
most people would
story.
never.
You don't know
if
unless you're in
they
that
didn't
situation.
turn it in.
Exactly it. How many times has this happened
Right.
that we don't know about because they don't turn it in?
Right.
Because they're not going to like.
I mean,
Do you then
Thanks.
go like, so go back to that scenario where it's like, okay, we have our friends. Be like, all right, guys, here's the fucking deal. I found this money, and I'm gonna give you a chunk. Be smart, But that's tough too. Yeah. That's tough too because you have to trust because then you're trusting 10 other people and they're like
good friends.
Exactly, because if they screwed up, then we're all going down.
And they're smart and they're not.
Here's the thing.
Drunk idiots.
I think Steve made the best point of all in that we have kids.
I have too much to
You have
lose.
Stuff to lose.
Right.
Now,
is it worth it?
there's probably a number, right? Like, if it's 100 million, okay. Am I contacting somebody and trying to figure out how the fuck to go buy my own island and just like be?
Yeah. Do I know someone that lives
Can't be extradited
overseas?
Like,
Do I know somebody outside here that could maybe just?
but for $1 million, and that's a lot of fucking money.
I got family in Japan.
I mean,
That's a tough
It's
one,
just
man.
so difficult.
But
I
you-
would
but
be
can-
afraid.
but
to
can you
spend it.
imagine? I would be looking at I'd be walking through grocery stores, like looking at cameras.
Right.
Hey, you know what? You
I
can do
would
that now.
always be-
I got a mask on.
Again, the
I can wear a
trackers-
ski mask anywhere I want now.
That's true.
I'll put my
That's
sunglasses.
true.
I can wear.
If
I can wear.
there's
I put
a
a hat.
time where you can get away with it. It's
I'm walking,
now.
and I'm walking to every store.
Glasses,
I'm not
sunglasses.
I'm not
Yeah.
parking my car anywhere. And if I am, I'm parking a mile down the road,
Yeah.
and I'm walking to all these destinations because I'm not getting my car involved in
Right.
any of the surveillance
Right.
cameras.
I'll bike.
I'm biking it,
I'm biking it.
and I'm wearing a hat, sunglasses, and a ski mask because I can now.
That's true.
If someone walked into the store
That's true.
6
If
months
there's a
ago,
time. Yeah, right.
6 months ago, I'm walking in the store like this, I'm getting arrested on sight. This dude's about to rob the bank.
Yeah.
I'm like, no, I just want to withdraw some money
Yeah.
with my ski mask on.
Oh, that's a good point.
So maybe this changes things.
I still don't think it
Still
would.
doesn't change things.
No, I would still be. Can you? The paranoia. I would be
If
so
I'm
paranoid.
22, if I'm 22 with nobody dependent on me but myself,
That was a different story.
it's a different story, and I would probably just be dumb and go buy like a motorcycle or something like that right away.
Honestly,
and
like I have kids.
wreck
I have
it and-
a family. And
I would go rent a house.
I don't think I would really be that. Like,
you think you would keep it?
I think it'd be okay.
Yeah.
You think it'd be okay to keep it?
I don't know if I'd be okay to keep the whole thing.
Keep your eyes on this one.
I'm
trouble.
just saying, realistically,
I think
it's a lot of freaking money.
It would be hard to let. It would be hard to hold that in your
it's
hands.
life-changing.
It is.
You wouldn't know until you're
Absolutely.
really in that situation, and you're holding that money in your hands, and it's real,
And you got it.
and you have it,
Yeah.
and you know damn straight that when you go turn that in, it's gone.
Right. You're not getting anything back.
They'll be like, hey,
maybe,
they'll be like, hey,
maybe
you're a
a
nice guy.
reward.
We're gonna put you on the news. How's that sound?
That's
and
honestly,
here's a little badge from the police department, son.
right.
Here
You're
you go.
an honorary deputy for the day.
Goes and pokes it into your chest. Thanks, officer. This has been fun.
Yeah, man.
yeah, because I don't think
So
they
if
got a
you're
reward either.
if you're holding it, and it's a tough one.
Okay, number one, if there was a reward, I don't think they're going to disclose that.
no,
No.
that's what I'm saying.
So you wouldn't
how often
know.
does this
You don't
happen?
know. So you're
I think it happens probably more than we think.
That's what I'm saying.
because people
And they
are,
don't
people are
disclose
robbing
it
banks.
because-
How often are banks being
I
robbed?
mean, I watch a lot of movies. Banks are being robbed all the time.
All the time. There's banks.
All the time.
banks.
There's always like
You never hear about.
there's always like
There's always banks being
CIA
robbed.
CIA money being.
Dude, I watched some movies, dude.
Yeah.
Dude, what was it for me again?
Point Break.
A for you was
Larceny, right?
larceny. Yes, sir.
That's good. That's good.
What do I have left? I have Old Granddad and Four Roses. This Four Roses again.
Yeah.
What's my C?
I'm leaving my Four Roses for last.
What's my C? My C is
I ranked it first, so
Elijah Craig. That's what I have left,
no.
and it's good.
Yeah, see, I'm not a fan of this one though. I don't know why.
Of which one? The Four Roses?
The Elijah
Elijah
Oh,
Craig.
Elijah Craig. Yeah.
And normally
It's like it's a little bit sweeter. I think. I don't know.
Dude, that Elijah Craig has way more ethanol up front
Yes.
than any other Elijah Craig that I've had.
That's
For
what I'm saying. Like,
100%.
there's no taste to it, in my
Right.
opinion. Like,
Right.
it's all ethanol.
And everything I ever read about the B519 was that it tasted like cotton candy or something like that.
Yeah,
and
it's-
like that, so that's why it really threw me off.
So you know what threw me off, and you guys might. I didn't change mine. I didn't change my first two because when I first had those, they were so strong to me. But then later, when I had them, they weren't, and I'm like.
Right. Well, that was the same thing.
So then I'm like, I don't know if I want to change this or keep it, and I mean, it was too much.
like
to
I
think about.
initially thought A was Old Granddad because it just tasted less refined.
yeah.
Yeah.
I was like, okay, $30 bourbon, like it's.
But then
good
that one
on
ended
its
up being
own.
like one of my favorites.
It was my favorite.
Right. So
Like OGD was what my second favorite or my first?
It was my first. I think it was your second.
My second.
yeah, and OGD is great. So actually, going back to what I said before, when I said I wasn't going to say anything about it,
Yeah.
the reason that I thought this one was Elijah Craig was a color.
Oh, so off color.
I was looking at the bottles and I'm like, you know what?
Look
I'm
at
like-
you,
I'm like,
man.
this is the lightest one.
They all
and
got that
this
good
is the lightest
bourbon
one.
color.
They have a
this
very
is the
serious
lightest
bourbon
one.
color to them.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. Like this is dark. Dark.
The larceny looks
Dark.
dark.
The larceny does look
Yeah,
darker.
see? And I'm like, you know what? The Elijah Craig looks the lightest to me in my angle, and I'm like, you know what? And actually, to be fair too, I didn't want to disclose this before.
you were sober at the time.
I actually knew this was Elijah Craig because I heard you taking off the cellophane off of the damn bottle when you were pouring the third one. Because I heard you pop the tops.
How
off
much?
The first two.
I was trying so hard not to pay attention to anything, and this guy's
know.
over here listening to the third
I did.
pour.
That's why I said I'm like I can't listen to your pop it. That's why I walked into a different room.
Fucked up.
But that's why I was like.
But
I
how did
can't-
he know
I
that was their
can't
third
believe-
one that you're pouring?
But that's
He was paying attention.
Yeah,
But that's
he
what I'm
was.
saying. Like, I'm like when I was tasting it, I'm like, you know what?
The guy that would keep the money.
Right.
Wow.
But listen.
Watch this guy.
Listen.
He's trouble.
I did not want to believe that this was the Elijah Craig, and I was like, well, maybe, you know what? Maybe he tore the cellophane and like poured it into a different glass. Like, he didn't
No, I'm
pour
not
it in
deceiving
order.
like you are.
So you were paying attention to every pour. He was not only paying attention. He was paying attention to every pour. Were you though? Up until
was.
right
I don't
now,
believe anything
That's
you say
why-
at this point.
I don't even know him anymore. I've known this guy for so long. We played baseball when we were like in elementary school together, and now now you lay this shit on me.
I don't even know
You lay this shit on me.
Again, though.
You pour. Hey, Ian, on your third pour, I heard cellophane. I didn't even know what pour was going on when that was happening. Third pour.
I heard this. I heard. You can hear when he pops it.
I was trying to start
And
conversation
then he
back there
put
to
it back
distract this guy.
So I'm saying, like, I heard the two pop, and then I heard cellophane.
So he was listening for pops and
I wasn't.
cellophane.
I was like, I even said, I'm like,
You know what that is?
Watch
When you
your
were-
money, Steve.
You know what that is?
You got your wallet
That's
on
a
you?
cheater.
You got your wallet
That's
on
a
you?
cheater, Ian.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
No wonder he had a dad hack at the beginning of the episode. Someone's been doing their homework. He's not been on the show 3 times, but you know what?
I
Whatever.
still did not want to believe that this was the Elijah Craig, though. Yeah.
Okay,
That's
no,
why
I
was
mean,
like, I'm like,
not
maybe
everyone's
you,
a cheat
maybe
like
you
you.
poured them out of turn.
let's ask some
If
more
I was gonna
hypotheticals,
cheat, I
Ian.
would have said it was Elijah
Let's
Craig.
get some more hypotheticals out here and see what the kind of person he really is.
I went strictly off taste.
An old person a senior citizen walking across the road.
Needs help.
It's clearly not a good time to cross signal.
What do you
What do you do?
I videotape it.
Goddamn millennials. I'll tell you what, always got to get the cameras out, huh? Here we go. Or as somebody I work with would say, goddamn millenniums.
Millenniums.
Oh, that's what we are. Are we really classified as millenniums? Because I hate that sometimes, but then I,
I mean,
don't
it's
really care.
millennials, not millennium.
I want to go with millenniums.
Millennium is pretty good. It reminds me of a Millennium Falcon.
What are the cutoffs? So, like, there's
like,
Generation X.
So there was something that came out like
Yeah, there's like a new one, right?
yeah,
it's like,
they came out saying
senior-
like they're trying to say that like we weren't technically
That's just because people
millennials.
our age don't want to be classified, but the reality is that
We
we're
are.
millennials.
It's just because yeah, it's what it is.
Don't
Whatever.
classify me.
I don't
We
appreciate.
classify you as a cheat.
I like classic rock. Bullshit. If I would have cheated, then I would have got them all right.
Cheat. This guy was listening to the court. He was listening to shame. Ding, ding, ding. Shame.
I even said, I'm like, I can hear
He's
shit. I need
listening.
to
He's
walk
listening to
away.
corks popping. He's listening to cellophane. He's listening to what pour is what.
Whatever.
He's like before. You know what he did? He poured first, right? Before
I
everybody.
didn't.
Oh damn it.
Pour first. That's why I heard the cellophane.
Okay, I thought you were gonna say like he knew the cups. He's like, what does it sound like when it pours in each cup?
Yeah, right.
What? And then he's over there going like this.
Yeah. All right, I know what this cork sounds like.
All right, that's OGD. Mm-hmm. All right,
That's why I said, I'm like, I'm gonna.
And
leave
it sounds like this when it
I'm
pours
gonna
in the
leave
cup.
corks off for you, Steve.
Cheater.
Oh man, this was fun, guys.
It was fun.
It was good. It was
a lot
good.
of fun.
And it went exactly the way I thought it was going to.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. No, it was
not
great.
knowing.
We really weren't very good,
No, but I mean, ultimately,
but we had a great time.
it was good.
It was fun. And we should do this again.
We should. And
We should do this. Should be another like once every now and then and now and again. I can't talk. We should do this. Just get 4 random bottles.
I like the setup too.
You're welcome.
This is great.
So we should do this, and we should always get a wild card in there. This bad boy.
Yeah, man.
$30.
This bad boy right here
And we can find it now.
stood
Yeah,
its
right,
ground.
right.
A
Man.
lot of places.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah,
And
when I first bought mine, it was in Arizona, right?
What bottle was that $21 bottle that I bought when we were out there?
2 stars.
2
Thank you.
stars.
Yeah.
It
2 stars.
keeps slipping my mind. Like I was trying to tell somebody at work the
2
other day.
stars is pretty damn
It was
good.
really good.
Yeah.
2
And
stars.
it wasn't because it was 6 a.m. when we were drinking it. It was really good.
It really was good.
It was. Absolutely.
Think about that, you guys. That Arizona trip. That was like our last big thing before
It was.
the apocalypse. Oh, yeah, nice shirt. Nice.
Oh, yeah. I didn't even
I had to bring something home with me, man.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
That was so fun. And think about that. Right now, golf,
Mm-hmm.
no fans.
No.
Right.
These guys are out there carrying their own bags.
Hopefully by
These guys are carrying their own bags. They're wearing shorts.
hopefully by February.
Oh, please.
Oh, God.
Please,
We
man.
definitely need to
I already
go
have
back.
it booked.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I'm
well,
in. I'm in.
We should just go anyway.
Every year.
Man.
We made a footprint when we went there. Everybody saw.
We-
the Suburban Dad stuff.
We were.
We made the news.
Right.
We
Who'd have thunk it?
killed the waste
Don't worry
management
about it. It
outfit.
doesn't matter at this point.
Yeah.
As long as the volume's not up. No, we. It was awesome. That was such a fun trip.
It was so good.
All
I
right.
can't
Well,
wait to go back.
before we finish all this off, he hit his dad hack.
Oh,
But
that's
I would like
true.
to say, in all of this, and since the last time we've talked to you
Mhm.
on this podcast, and not being a bourbon review, give us a proud dad moment.
Proud dad moment. So actually, speaking of my son, like I have a daughter too.
He took the money.
Tommy's just throwing bags of money in his front yard. What did you do? What would you do with this, son? I took it, Dad.
my boy.
Damn straight you did. Yeah.
Oh yeah, you did.
Damn right, boy. Now give
All
it back
right,
to me.
no,
It's my
go.
money.
No. Speaking of that, like I have a son and a daughter. To recap, 14 and 10-year-old. 14's the son, 10-year-old's the daughter. With this whole COVID, stay home, schooling from home, things like that. Our school district turned it into a pass-fail, and basically my son went into the pass-fail category with a 4.0. So realistically, when they made that change,
done nothing.
he could have done nothing and passed.
Right.
But he still stuck with it, and he just crushed everything.
That's awesome.
And I mean, he was still at home doing everything he needed to do on all of his classes. He never skipped a beat with it.
Yeah.
And that it was unbelievable to me.
That's cool.
That's
that was
awesome,
great.
man.
And my daughter, she's the wild card. She will
Second child.
yeah. I mean, she will basically she would sit in front of a freaking computer and watch YouTube all day if you didn't make her. But in the same sense, when you call her out on something, like her grades were starting to slip. So I called her out on it and I said, hey, listen, you've got stuff that's missing. I've always tried to be active with their schoolwork. And before, she would always be like a BC student. And when I started calling her out and we started doing homework together and she was doing great in school, she started getting all of her grades up to A's and B's. And then this whole thing happened and then it kind of just started deteriorating again, basically. But I called her out on it again and I was like, listen, you need to sit down, mark all your stuff, do all the things you need to do. And she did. And honestly, she still kept all of her grades up. Right now she's got all A's and B's.
Nice.
So ultimately, even though it's a pass-fail, I'm so proud of my kids for taking initiative. Me and my wife were still essential employees, so
Yeah.
we were still going to work and we were leaving the kids home for a couple hours a day, and we would tell them, hey, you got to get this done, get your schoolwork done, and they still stepped up to the plate and made themselves breakfast, made themselves lunch, and
Right.
took care of business. So
That's
ultimately,
That's awesome. That's something to be
Ultimately,
proud of.
I am, because I feel like if I was in their shoes and my parents went to work, and
It's
they were
summer break early. Here we
Yeah,
go. Let's
right.
just party, man. I have nothing to do.
out.
There's no chance I would have
What?
been home.
Absolutely.
No, I'd be like,
At 14,
No
can you imagine?
chance.
And we'd all be like,
way.
parents would be like, hey, you guys got to stay home. Like,
Okay, see
see
ya.
us.
Have a great day at
Hop
work.
on my bike and I'm going straight to the neighborhood where all our friends
straight
are.
to
and
Witterman's
Yep,
to
straight to
wake 'em
Witterman's.
up.
We're like, dude, let's go swimming.
Yeah.
Let's cook all the food in your freezer.
Yeah.
We would just be
Yeah,
hanging out
100%.
still. And
And even with this, like they still like they kept up with the hype. Like they were like, you know, like, are you guys going to the store? Do you guys have masks? Like, are you guys bringing this stuff? Like, and we're just
Look at
like,
that.
huh?
Well, good job.
you have them
Maybe we
still.
will.
Yeah,
You
hey,
know? Like they were more involved in it than we were, honestly. So I was like,
that's good though, because then they're concerned about you guys, which obviously reflects
right?
what kind of parents
Right.
you guys are. So that's awesome, man.
Maybe you're not so bad.
Hey,
I don't know. Still keep an eye on this guy. I don't know about him. Sometimes I know he scares me.
last sip.
Cheers, fellas.
Yeah, cheers, man.
I can't believe we drank all these too.
I know.
They were bigger than I thought they were going to be.
Thank you.
That's what she said.
Just one more.
I thought of something the other day. A new dad hack.
Ooh,
So we're all using Clorox wipes, right?
right.
And you constantly have to use Clorox wipes. You have them all over the place. The container, the big Clorox wipe container. I had one in my car because I was wiping shit down. And we're taking the kids to parks and stuff. We're going out. And we were driving somewhere. We got ice cream. Okay, we're sitting in the car, and Sam goes, I have to pee. And usually, I mean, a lot of times Sam will pee in a parking lot.
Right,
I'll just open up
Yeah.
the doors and he'll
You
stand
do what
between
you
them.
gotta
It's no
do,
big
right.
deal. We were in a place where there was a lot of people. And I go, oh, this thing's empty. It's been sitting in here. Pull it out. He peed in there. Dumped it. That's my urinal in the car right now.
Perfect.
You,
Might not work for girls, but for the fellas.
You could have used that on the way to Pittsburgh.
Yeah, you don't want to.
Wasn't that you?
Yeah, it was me.
Yeah.
What happened?
We're going to Pittsburgh for Joey Bruno's bachelor party.
Yeah.
Why was Joey Bruno's bachelor party in Pittsburgh?
That's a solid question.
It was a solid.
You know, I'll
party,
be honest
though.
with you. I've been since then. I've been to
Yeah.
2 bachelor parties. And
Pittsburgh is pretty nice. I just
it's
Really,
actually
I mean,
it's
fuck
for
Pittsburgh,
but
but
yeah, for real.
But to party in, it's not bad at all.
yeah.
I went to 2 more bachelor parties there since Joey's. But anyway, we were on our way there. Precy's driving. I'm in the
my
backseat.
truck,
He's
right?
driving your truck.
Yeah.
And I'm like, dude, I gotta pee. And we are on the freeway. There's no stops coming up. I'm like, all right. So we had it was like a Mountain Dew bottle.
Yeah.
And the cap's like decent size.
It's a regular 20 ounce. It
But
wasn't like a wide
It wasn't like a wide mouth,
right?
but so I'm like, okay, I gotta piss into this thing. I'm like, I can't hold it anymore. This is painful.
Yeah.
So I start peeing into it, and I'm thinking, all right, I could do
And
this.
I had just gotten that truck too, right?
Yeah.
I was like, dude, just don't spill in my truck. Like it was
was-
brand fucking new.
So we're driving, and it's smooth sailing the entire
And there's
drive.
like no traffic.
Nothing. All of a sudden, I start peeing, and Precy slams on the brakes. There's all of a sudden like this traffic jam, and I'm just like, oh! And you know what I'm thinking? You ever seen that science project, like the little thing where you light a match, you throw it into the bottle, and you throw an egg in there, and it like sucks it in. I'm like, if my dick gets sucked into this thing, and we're like, we're gonna have to go to the hospital and get this surgically removed. This is gonna be a serious situation.
That's where your mind went?
I'm thinking my dick's gonna get sucked into this thing, and it's gonna get stuck. It didn't, but I had to cut it off, which really hurt.
No, you didn't have to cut it
Wait.
off. You
Not my
said
dick.
Stop peeing.
He says,
I had to cut it off.
Because there's some people that just listen to this.
Yeah, I didn't cut my dick off. I had to stop peeing, and which you guys know is not fun.
No.
and that can be painful.
You can't start with.
But dude, we
you
were
can't
on the
stop once
freeway,
you
and
start.
there was nothing
It
the entire
stings.
drive, and then all of a sudden, boom,
And
he
then
slams
he
on the
like went
brakes.
over railroad tracks. Too,
Yeah, and I'm
or
like, what are you?
something
No, he went over. He was like swerved, and then like I'm like, why are you driving like this all of a sudden?
because you were peeing.
It's like he got nervous or something.
It was,
He had to like,
Murphy's Law.
it is, man. But so yeah,
That's funny.
Clorox
Clorox.
because it's wide open.
Yeah, it's smart.
Oh, okay. So you
It is
used
the thing. The thing is this big,
all right.
right?
Yeah,
It's this big.
there's no
it's
way you're
wide.
gonna
The hole is
Fill it.
this big, and you're not gonna fill it.
Right.
So
You know they make like actual like
urinal things, yeah,
yeah.
they do. But if you have, am I gonna go buy one of those if I already have a Clorox wipe container in my car?
Yeah.
No, I'm
Well,
not.
when you got to go if you don't already have one.
Here's the deal.
You're
If-
not gonna go stop and get one.
Well, obviously, but I'm saying
You
like
stop
yeah,
at
I
the
know
hardware
it's-
store. Hey, let
like,
me
yeah,
get
I know
one
your
of
wife's-
these. And then get back in the car and piss. And
Yeah, I know you guys have a bathroom in the back, but I'm buying this right now, and I'm gonna go piss in my car.
I'll never forget Steve's grandpa.
Oh yeah,
Rest
We were-
his soul. Like
yeah.
amazing dude. Me and Steve went over his house. We were building
cornhole boards. Yeah, they're like Christmas presents or something.
Yeah. And he had like a little wood shop or workshop in his garage.
Yeah.
And so we're out there. We're like measuring, and we were like.
We were 20s. Yeah.
20, probably
21.
like 22.
Well, you just gotten out.
Yeah, so I was probably 22, something like that. And we go over there, and me and Steve are just sitting in there. And
he's just talking,
his
man.
Grandpa's out there just talking to us, and we're measuring, and I go, Steve. I'm just like tapping him, and we look over, and he's just sitting there carrying on a conversation and pissing in one of those.
He didn't stop, like he didn't skip a beat. He just walked into the corner, and he had one of those actual urinals that you get from the hospital, and he just goes in there, pees, and then puts it on the table, and then just carries on like nothing happened.
It was amazing.
It was just I'm like,
dude, I want to be
Life-
that.
yeah,
Life
that's good.
goals.
Yeah,
Yeah, seriously, man,
guy.
that's gonna be me. I would hope I would be, man. Like Ian and I trying to build those things.
Yep.
Pathetic. My
So
grandpa,
bad.
thank God he was there.
Yeah.
He's like, he's very precise with everything. Like he was like a machine shop. Like he was very particular about everything.
They were
His-
amazing when they were all said and done.
Oh yeah, they're perfect. But like for Ian and I were like, yeah, we'll do this. He's like, all right, just move. Like he's doing all the work. But yeah, man, that was. I think it's funny that you said that because as soon as he's like, you get those urinals, right? It's like, yeah, well, my
That's the
grandpa
first
had
thing
one
I
in the
thought.
garage. It might actually still be in his garage. So my grandpa, he did pass away, and I do go over to. So he lives like a street over from me. My grandma lives a street over from me, so I keep after her. Like she's 98 now, so like I go.
Grandma Sue's a boss.
She's
It's a great run.
She's phenomenal. She's amazing. But I'll go over there. I'll be like, I need this tool or this tool. Like my grandpa has everything. Every single tool you could ever imagine. It is in his garage or his basement.
And it's like immaculate in there.
Oh, it's
too.
perfect. Everything's perfectly set up. It's like I know exactly where what I need is.
Literally
and it's like
garage goals.
it's seriously, man.
Yeah.
Like if I could have a setup like that, man, one day.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, man. But hey, all I was saying though about the Clorox is if you have one of those containers in the car and you're in a pinch, it's way better than pissing in a bottle.
You know what, Steve? Hit the button.
Yeah, you're right. Damn straight.
Dad hack.
Nice.
Yes, sir. All right. Well,
On that note,
this has been fun, man. And Tommy, thank you for everything. This is, I'm pretty sure he came up with this idea. Right?
it was totally his idea.
So I wasn't sure if it was Ian or
I've
you,
been
but
dying
this
for
is, and it happened. We did it, and it was awesome. So thank you.
It worked out really well, even in a podcast format too. I think.
Sure, absolutely.
We were able to get stuff that we normally talk about on a podcast, but then still do. We drink more than we usually do on a podcast, but that's okay.
Yeah.
Hey, what are you gonna do?
Yeah, no, that was a ton of fun. We'll definitely do it again for sure.
Yeah, Tommy, thank you, man.
I'm in, man.
And keep it up, man. As a father, I don't have any more things to drink, so let's cheers. You guys have water?
I got my water.
Grab a bottle. Everybody pick a bottle. I'll polish this one off. But cheers, guys.
All right, cheers. Love you.
Love you guys. Thank you, Tommy. And Ian, the usual.
And Steve.
I'm saying just like go ahead and
Yeah.
There you go.
So if you haven't already, make sure you subscribe on iTunes, Google, Stitcher, I don't know, the YouTube.
the usual stuff. Man.
Yeah, the usual stuff.
Come on, check us out on Facebook, Instagram, like us, comment, subscribe.
Check out the website.
YouTube. Yes, check out the website.
Definitely check out the website.
www.thetalkingdads.com.
Check out these shirts.
We're actually about to
Tommy,
run,
turn that head around.
Yeah.
Hats, shirts.
We're about to run a special for Father's Day.
Oh, Father's Day is coming up, man. I can't believe it's almost
So
June
for
already.
all the ladies out there that need to get their man some gear for Father's Day, we're about to run a pretty damn good special.
So check that out for sure, because that's
Yeah,
every dad needs to have these shirts or hats.
they really do.
I agree. And you know what? Honestly, I wear this shirt probably every other day. It is
like it.
so comfortable.
It is really comfortable.
It's so comfortable. It's honestly, I sleep in it all the time.
He washes it too.
Maybe.
Did you steal that
Derek-
shirt?
No, I earned this shirt.
Oh yeah, you did actually.
Yes, the shirts are phenomenal. They're comfortable. They fit nice. They're just
really are.
quality shirts. So yeah, check us out. Check us out on everything. And I don't know.
Tell your friends.
Tell your friends, and we'll catch you guys next time.
In the meantime,
Raise good humans. Take it easy. Thank you.
Out.
Hey guys, if you love what you just heard or watched, and we know you did, do us a solid and hit that thumbs up. Share with your friends and throw us a comment, literally about anything. Your support legit keeps us going. Oh, and don't forget to give us that 5-star rating. We really appreciate you.